changed the name from the Cammies. It was formerly the Dwaynes, but thought that that was too close to them, and so they brought us to court, and they said, well, why don't you call it the Cams? I said, okay, so the court didn't let. So it's now called the Cams. It's Calaveras Arts and Music Show. This is the third annual. We would have had four, but COVID kind of took over. So this is our third annual show, and the awards are recognition awards. So a lot of times it's all about voting, and then people stuff the ballot box, or there's competition. And all my musician friends try to scratch each other's eyes out to get an award, but no, this is recognition from peers in the entertainment business, people from venues or people who are interested in music in some way, a lot of radio folk, and you'll be meeting some of these folk as we go along. So I brought a theme along that I would like to pass to you all, especially you guys with bands, and that is I'm using the song Peace, Love, and Understanding by Elvis Costello. Actually, Nick Lowe wrote the song. And that song, I think, should really radiate what we need around here in this world. And so the theme of this show is that, peace, love, and understanding, what's so funny about. And also, I would really like all the bands around to bring it into their set and play it at their gigs. I'm also going to be playing, if you record the song, I'll play it on my radio station in different fashions, however your band is. And then at the end of the year, my dream is to have all of us play at Town Square with a video that'll go viral on YouTube playing the song. So, and having kids, everyone enjoying it. So that's kind of what I'd like to do at the end of the year. And then we'll have another Cam show on the third Saturday of January next year for what we do this year. So that's basically the rule of what we're doing. And we have a lot of great things to talk about that we did in 22. But right now I'd like to introduce Deborah and Kris here. They're going to do a rendition for us, and then we'll start the show.
As I walk through this crooked world, searching for the light in the darkness of insanity, each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
And so now you know, you've heard the song, and you know basically where I'm going with this is that we do need peace, love, and understanding in our world, and it's up to us as musicians to bring that message to people, because that's kind of what we do. And then, you know, maybe it might hit them right on the side of the head, start loving one another. Okay, now I'm introducing someone here that's not only a fellow musician friend of mine, and also we've done a lot of marketing together, but he is actually the voice of Copper Valley. He's got a great radio voice, and he runs Copperopolis News on next door, right? But I want him to say a couple words about yourself. Well, I know you can do that, right? Jack Cox, everybody.
Good evening. How are you all doing? Good. I think what Rich has done is to salute those so many people who are in the entertainment theatrical world, and I think it's terrific. This community, we've been here 28 years, I would call it, and I must say it's changed a lot in 28 years. So we're here tonight to honor the performing arts with a contribution to the community. And I think Rich has done a tremendous job. has made a contribution to this community, and I don't know how much you know about Rod, but Rod is a graduate, got his PhD at North Texas State University. I don't know if you've heard of North Texas, probably it started the first jazz studies program in the world. And that jazz studies program right now has 10,000 students in it. Those students have gone on to Broadway, Nashville, Hollywood, and other places throughout the world. Rod is an educator. Thousands of students, I meet them all the time, graduates, guys that were there 25 years, 30 years ago, have been to Columbia and have been a student of Rod Harris. He's inspired them, whether they just continue sort of liking hearing piano music, or singing, or jazz, or maybe playing it themselves. He started the Columbia Jazz Series devoted to jazz education. 42 jazz festivals have been held under Rod's leadership. More than 20,000 students from all over Northern California, actually all over California, have taken part in that. We bring some of the top professionals. We have one coming in 2 weeks with Kenny Washington and others. And these artists work with the kids in workshops. So they're learning from the pros. So not only is that, he's been a leader. I'm happy to play drums with the Columbia Big Band with a bunch of great musicians from all over Northern California, particularly the Valley up here. And that Columbia Big Band has been operating for more than 40 years. And the other important part about Rod, not only is he an educator and a leader, but he's also one great player. Y'all heard Rod before? He plays soprano and tenor sax, keyboards as well. If you want to hear him, we're going to be at Valentine's Day at Ironstone this year. So many of us have had the pleasure of playing with him over the years. I want to close before I introduce Rod come up. This Monday we celebrated the birthday of Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said this about jazz. He says, "Jazz speaks for life. The blues tell us the story of life's difficulties." And if you think for a moment, you will realize that they take the hardest realities of life and put them into music, only to come out with some new hope and a sense of triumph. This is triumph music. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce the honored Rod Harris.
I'm honored to be here amongst all of you out in the trenches all the time, and I look in the paper and I see all these great musicians performing. I don't know how you guys all do it. And thanks, Rich, for having this event, and Jack. Where would we all be without people like Jack, drummer, sitting back there working hard and gets no glory at all? And thanks, Jack, for introducing me like that. Since second grade, this is the second award I've gotten now. And I'm really honored to be here with all of you. It's great to see a lot of dear friends and wonderful musicians and artists and theater people that I know, so thank you. Thank you very much.
See, Rod, while you were here, I did want to give Jana one, but I know and love Jana. Jana, come up. Jana here is a singer. Jana and Leroy was an act here that was absolutely fabulous. And you've done a lot of shows, and then unfortunately your husband passed away. But you're going to continue on with that torch of singing, right?
Of course.
So tell us what you're doing.
Well, I have a band called Jana Marie, and I have the best musicians. Rod is one of them, playing sax. Johnny Valdez, Clinton Day, Dave Hawks, and I'm missing someone. Oh, John, and I'm going for it. And why not, right?
She's got the voice to back it, I know. Jana, you got a camp?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you, it's really nice. I feel honored to be here amongst so much talent, being recognized by you and the camp. So it's a great thing what you're doing for all local talent and musicians. So being a part of that is, I'm very thankful. Thanks, Don Rich, for that, first of all. Yeah. People get ready. There's a train coming. the faith is sinner. Don't need no daddy. It's how I go. Faith is the king. And the king of it. Don't need no ticket. We just can't go. That's Rock Enos right there, another local talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leilani Hollywood. Now this is what I like about you. You're very fashionable.
I tried to outdress you.
Shouldn't be tough. Anyway, I'm going to give a very special award to someone who has already gotten CAM's award, so he's very deserving to be recognized, but this award is special, and then once you see this, you're going to see something even more special. So let me get Ras up here. First of all, I want you to know that Murphy School of Music, which is a nonprofit and deals with the education and with kids and whatnot, is a very, very important thing around here because they took music from school, and Mr. B here used to teach music in school. We need to get that back, but I want you to talk a little bit about Murphy School. Good.
Murphy School of Music, MSM, has been around for 5 years now. This is our 5th year anniversary. So January 8th, we just had our 5th year anniversary. And we got many more to go. You want me to Beacon needs to be in the light.
Yes, in the light.
All right, so we also, besides teaching music, we also have dance and theater classes as well. So we offer all 3 of the performing arts at our school. And it's for children, like 4 years old, and all the way up to 87 years old. We have 87-year-olds taking classes. So it's meant for everybody. It's not meant for just little kids. It's meant for all ages. And that's important. Now, pretty soon we'll be expanding our dance department to salsa. That's right.
Salsa?
And hopefully square dancing as well. That's right, if you're into that.
I'll be there.
And we have martial arts already for movement. So we do martial arts on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
Self-defense is good.
That's good. And it's good movement, healthy for you guys. And as you know, music is very healthy for you. It helps the brain, it helps the body, and it helps the soul. And we want to keep that going in our community forever. That's a goal. And so one of my main goals is to bring it back in the elementary schools.
Yeah.
That's important. It needs to be back in the school system.
Well, and that used to be funded, and I believe we need more funding for that.
Yes, we need more funding for that. And eventually, I'll be back at all the schools in Calaveras County again. And I teach band class as well. So I do orchestra and symphonic band. I do the both. There's woodwind and brass, and then we have strings. So you can take lessons. Just go to our website at www.murphyschoolofmusic.com. You can find out more information there. You can donate on our website as well. Like Richie said right here, we are a nonprofit organization. So we put on performances for our community throughout the whole year. We have different ones. Our next one is for Irish Days. So we'll be at the park and students will perform at Irish Days.
Nice.
And then the next one after that we will have hopefully Murphy's Music Festival. That's a big one. And we have
Give it up for Murphy's, right? Community arts.
and then we get bands from all over to perform. And it's an all-day event at the park. And in between, we'll have our students perform too. So the students get to interact with professional musicians like you guys. So it's great.
And Creative Copperopolis is there for you for stage, sound, or whatever.
That's right.
So we could make the Murphy's Fair Festival happen. So, because Mr. B here not only plays sax in Leilani's band and you deserve recognition, but we have a very special award for him right here. It's the Crystal Saxophone.
If anybody in the world deserves a crystal saxophone, it's God.
Thank you so much. I will put this on my office desk.
Well, that's good.
You know that. And I have the cameras in my office behind me.
I just
Nice.
want you guys to know this guy works his fingers to the bone.
Monday through Saturday.
Yeah,
even
he never
today.
complains and he's always smiling and happiness is the key. So let's give him a nice round of applause.
One more thing I want to mention. We also have a thing for Captain Jack Sparrow. That's right.
That's right.
And he can't be here tonight, but he sends his best wishes to you guys.
Well, and so-
Jack Sparrow.
So, someone here does a great Captain Jack Sparrow, and he did send me an email.
Jack did?
Yes, and he said he couldn't come. So this cam's here is for the character Captain Jack Sparrow that is up in
I
Northview.
will get it to him when I see him. He will love that.
Another venue for children.
You have to see it. So now, I hope you all got a program because I printed up these little things. I know you probably can't read, it's small, but I did want to tell you that we have a situation that we've been doing for 3 years. The very first year we got a trombone, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, and then we got a piano. So.
They're all being used, by the way, too.
So we have a program called Kids Looking for Unwanted Instruments. And so right now, while I read this to you, I want Richie Barron to come on up.
She'll get the guitar. I got stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
That's right. That's
Here,
right.
let me trade you mine. Yes.
That's right. We just talked about that.
the one thing we can do in life is to encourage the next generation.
Yes.
So there's many things that Ras does in the community which promotes that as well. And so we need gifts and we need instruments to do that. So this is an example of the community giving back to the Murphy School of Music. And we had a donation coming from Richie Barron and his wife, his beautiful wife. This is Deborah. Everybody give it up for Deborah.
I want to let Richie
This
talk
is
here
a
from the
guitar
chair.
for the children. So,
Wow, that's
this
a
is
beautiful
from the school, okay? This is going to go in their storage, and they're going to use this for performances.
Just on. It is. Hey.
Mr. Richie Barron.
Good evening, everybody. That's an Ibanez. I forget what the hell it's called, but it's a good guitar. Hopefully some kids will love playing the thing. I've got two, my wife would like me to give away about 20 more, but that one's the one I'm giving away tonight. It's a silver, you can see what it is. It's beautiful Ibanez. Nice hand to Richie.
This is perfect. Thank you.
Rich Varrasso.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
I appreciate
Best sax
that.
player I've ever heard, right there.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Sax player, man.
I appreciate you guys' support and keep supporting Murphy School of Music. Thank you guys. So appreciate it.
So that's a beautiful guitar. Someone could be an actual rock star with this guitar. But I got another guitar. Come on up, Ralph. We're not done. We got one more for you here, Mr. B.
We have another donation to the Murphy School of Music, everybody.
Wow.
I want to introduce.
Isn't that wonderful? For the kids.
I want to introduce you.
Yes, looking nice.
Yeah, here. I want to introduce you to Ralph Longo. He's a guitar player from a band that I worked with for years. And he heard about the program. He lives in San Jose. We won't hold that against him. But he's heard about the program. And he too, just like Richie Barron has a whole room of guitars that Deborah's trying to at least get a little spot in. And I know you got a room of guitars. Tell us about it. Ralph Longo, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Very much. And wow, what a town you guys have here. Copperopolis is amazing. We came up here today. We got in here probably about 4 o'clock. And the first thing I said to my wife, Darla, standing there with the pictures, I said, honey, you know what's trippy? Everybody smiles and says hello. I said, holy smokes, we're not used to that. At our house, pretty much everybody walks with their head down or they're looking at a cell phone. But they're not paying attention to everybody else, like Richie's concept of peace, love, and understanding. Ours is at home, it's pretty much, hey, ignore everybody, just do what you need to do to get yourself right. So I love the concept, Rich, but more importantly, I go back to this guy, if I can tell you a little bit. I've known of Richie for about 37, 38 years.
I was in
kindergarten. You were in kindergarten. I think I was, my mom was in her 3rd trimester. So if you were anywhere near music, you knew Richie Varrasso's name. I was in Fremont at the time, and there was a guy very much Fremont McFay's over there against the wall. I haven't seen him in probably 30 years either. So it's great to be here, but my point is I've known of Richie longer than I've known Richie because he had a big name in the town. We needed a manager. I had a band called Matt Anthony. And I got tired of managing it myself. It was just too much. The herding cats thing that you heard somebody talk about earlier, way crazy. I didn't have enough barbed wire or anything else. So Richie said, hey man, I'll take you guys on and help you out. Next thing I knew, we were in Los Angeles, we were at Capitol Records. Because if you know Richie, you just get to walk in the door. I'm just a guitar player. Rich was playing that kind of thing for us, so it was a great help. Richie, if you wanted to get the Bill Graham Presents, Richie knows somebody. Let's go on in there. You want to go to Fancy Studios, Richie knows everybody. So he was always the giver that he is here. He was the giver back at home. And everybody benefited. By the way, great rendition of the old Star Spangled Banner, baby. Huh? That guy's a monster. So, long story short, Rich called and he said, hey Ralph, I know you got a bunch of guitars and stuff like that. He was at my birthday. And he said, I'm working with these guys to give guitars to the kids. I thought, holy cow, how do you not do that? So he says, would you be willing to drive up to Copperopolis and help us out? I said, of course. So, and we hope to not only do it this year, but hopefully this is annual. We're coming every year.
You know what I'd like, Ralph? And exactly what you said is, and Darla, you're coming. I want you guys to come back next year and see one of his students play that guitar at the Murphy's Festival.
Yes!
That would be fantastic. I'd love to do that. And the thing that did me when I was a kid, starting to play guitar, dropped the Nina and Montrose record, next thing you know, you're overwhelmed with, I gotta do that. So that's why we included the CD. Maybe some little guy will listen to that and go, holy cow, I want to do that.
The guitar comes with a case and CDs and a couple picks.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful, you guys?
Give it up for Ralph Waldo. Thank you so much. Give it up for Richie Barron.
You're welcome. Hey, Copperopolis, you guys are moving.
All right.
Thank you guys so much.
Murphy School of Music, everybody. Let's give them a nice round of applause. During the pandemic, they were doing lessons for 2 years online. Online lessons.
Lots of love.
Everyone, Ras Beeken Dan, everybody. Look for him live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my dear friend, Mr. Chad Evans from the Penny Shades. Jeffrey Evans right there, folks.
I'm very proud to introduce and bring up Mr. Mark Brower from 92.7 FM KES here. You look great tonight with your jacket. Look at this
I
jacket.
felt so overdressed when I walked in. I walked in the black and white and I looked around and somebody said, "Hey, waiter, could you give me some water?" So I wore the hat. And it's great to see all these incredible musicians.
Been in our area for a long time and has supported radio, so that's cool.
So let me get this right. So the Grammys called the Cammys and said, "Hey, Cammys sounds too much like Grammys. So basically, you can't say Cammys anymore, sign the lawyers of the Grammys." So I'm like, it's weird that Dr. Seuss has become a dictator.
So here we are in this little teeny thing, and the Grammys are so big. And I do think that we have better talent than Beyonce. But you know, when they sent me the paperwork and said that they didn't want us to call the Cammys because it sounded like Grammys, and they said, why don't you call it the Cams? And rather than fight it in court, I said, okay. And now that's why it's the Cams.
The world is so weird.
And that's why we didn't get sued, because I said, okay. So
there's a lot of Dykens. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for the Dykens. Their music comes from the soul, and that's where I personally like music to come from. It has to come from the heart. I'd like to introduce to you and bring up here Clan Dyken. Come on up. Amazing.
So this one happens to be for your band, and that includes Mark, who is the drummer again with us, and also Bear. And Bear, I want you to talk about the rest of the guys who aren't here in the band, and a little bit about Clan Dyken.
Hello, you guys? Yeah. All right. Of course, Kris plays with us. He plays with everybody. My son Silas plays with us. We've had a lot of people play with us in a lot of different situations.
Does he have a band?
Yeah. My son also has a band called the Calaveras. He plays with his cousin on drums. And Ras Beeken plays with them sometimes.
Tracks, brother.
It's, you know, everybody's playing with everybody around there. It's good for them.
Well, also you're a songwriter and you've written some great tunes. I'm hoping that after our little segment you could come up and sing a couple of your tunes for us.
I would love to.
All right, that's great. I love that. Now, before I let you go, of course, Mark, you're a drummer also in our bands, and I really appreciate your support. But one thing I want you to know that Mark Dyken is a DJ, and I have a special heart for that because of radio. And so I want you to bring back a CAMS award to Blue Mountain Radio, and tell us about Blue Mountain.
Thanks, Richie, and thanks for just making a thing about local talent and local music and local art. It really needs to be done, so for all the artists, we have a community radio station. It's called Blue Mountain Community Radio, KQBM.org. You can get us on the 90.7 FM frequency or the 103.7 FM frequency. And on my show, I do twice a year an all locals and independence show. So all of you artists, go on to KQBM.org, find a way you can email your files or get a hold of me, mark@clandyken.com. I love getting local music and incorporating it into all my shows, but especially twice a year to do all local. So our station is up in West Point. It covers Copperopolis. You can get in on the FM band. It covers all over Calaveras and into Tuolumne. And it's a great thing to have a community radio station. You really support it.
What is it again?
90.7 FM is the full power, and 103.7 FM is low power. West Point. And internet at kqbm.org. Non-commercial, educational. We have everything from Democracy Now! In the morning to all kinds of local programming and really amazing nationally syndicated programming. So your local radio station. And if you're a business owner, you can underwrite on that station and help support local music on the air. and upkeep of community.
And it's nonprofit.
It's nonprofit, non-commercial.
So support the nonprofit local station, definitely.
Right on, thanks, Richie.
Ears to hear it with. Get a brand new vibe. Hello. Hello. Do you feel alright, everybody? Yeah! Do you feel alright? Yeah! If you feel alright, let's say yeah! Yeah! Go ahead, say yeah! Say yeah! New day in a brand new world. It sounds like ooh, ooh,
We got hired Gunn right here. These are the tough guys in the neighborhood. Hired Gunn. Okay, so Jim, you guys are getting the cams, but before I give it to you, I want you to explain what you got new in the band.
All right, well this year we're going to be introducing a lot of original material. And these are the two newest members of Hired Gunn. Brad Schlapley on keyboards. And this monster guitar player right here. Phenomenal player, Mr. Mark Gosling. Can't wait to share the stage with this guy. Music with Mark was probably like 33 years ago. So we're back at it together and really looking forward to it.
You guys deserve that. Hired Gunn. Yeah, good work, you guys. can't wait to see the new band.
One of the most meticulous teachers in music and arts that I've worked with, and also his dedication to sound and making things sound so good on the stage. You've heard him earlier. It's Mr. Ron Enos.
You can't get away.
And he's been an essential part of my career in helping me get to Terrapin Studios and Michael Morado Walden, and I'd like to thank him very much for being a wonderful friend of music. And he also plays for Richie Barron live, and many of other bands that he blesses with his talent and sound and guitar. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Mr. Ron Enos. Let's give him a nice round of applause for people who teach and motivate everyone.
Well, I'm kind of an outsider here. I don't live in the area, but I work a lot with all the folks up here. Richie, Leilani. And I always enjoy my time up here, coming up to the mountains, spending time with the Dykens, and I've done a lot with a lot of the people around here. It's a wonderful experience, and I'm just really grateful that someone who's not from around here is somewhat welcomed into the thought. So that's my biggest thank you to all of you today. And Leilani, too, great talent. We've done a lot of recording together. If you haven't checked out my albums, they're pretty cool. So that's kind of that. Thanks. It's great to be here. Thanks everyone for coming here.
Thank you, So this next award goes out to someone who actually believed in me as a teacher. Music is something that is important to her. And I'm mentoring her, and I hope that someday she'll change the world with her dreams and her ideas as well. I'd like to give a nice, warm, wonderful welcome to the world. Miss Addison Rose, everyone, as a young artist and also believing in her mentor, which is me. And I'd like to give you a hug, baby. She's 19 years old. She likes Nashville. It's good. Country star and a rodeo queen. Let's hope that we see her out in there in the big beyond.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, for letting me come here with you. I appreciate this award and you mentoring me. You have been a total blessing for me with singing. You definitely brought me out there. I have been so nervous. You brought me out of my shell, and I'm so thankful that I'm right there.
Me too, baby. Look at this dress, baby. Thank you so much, honey.
She's giving you a run for the money on fashion, I'll tell you that. Sierra Bigfoot Festival in Twain Harbor couldn't come down because he got snowed in. He lives way up in the mountain. But one of the bands that played at the Bigfoot Festival, what really impressed me, and it's Pretty Kitty.
And I'm very happy that we are representing her today and her wonderful talents.
What do you guys think about playing in Pretty Kitty? You like, huh? Tell us.
Always a good time.
Good time.
It's all right.
Definitely an award that you guys deserve.
Marty plays the guitar, and we all have been writing songs together, and they're weird, so.
I want to finish up the awards part of the show, and then there's going to be a finale that Richie Barron and everybody is going to play Peace, Love, and Understanding. He's got he's gotten Bammies before. He's gotten a lot of awards, so we're not going to give Johnny an award himself because he's already a chief. But what I am going to do is give him one. I'm going to give him one for his studio. So when I record there, thank you, Rich. Johnny, you got a studio in Groveland, and you just played a New Year's gig there, right?
Yeah, it was Penetrators at the Iron Door.
Okay, so tell us about the Penetrators.
Well, I mentioned it earlier about Jeff being the lead penetrator, the leader of the Penetration Nation. And I said a bunch of nice things about it, and from the heart, but I didn't understand that the mic wasn't working that good. So I was like, oh, to know that. But Jeff Evans, come on up here, man. I was hearing about Jaden, who has a remarkable voice too. Jaden, you sing so good. So we didn't get your award. About time.
Oh wait, you got some new talent up here. Tell us about.
That's my granddaughter Jaden. She sings in the karaoke around here in Calaveras, and she's a up-and-coming star right here.
Got a great voice. She really does. She's a sweetheart. I don't know where to get that from, Jeff.
Johnny, it's such an honor to be presenting this award by you. You're just my hero, man. It's an honor to be on stage with you, and this is awesome.
Yeah, Jeff. Now, Jeff, I see that you guys are playing around, and you must be making money to have Johnny Gunn in your band. So it takes a lot to have a band and to get out. Tell us about that and how people help you.
Oh, it's awesome. Johnny plays for free. For you guys, that's it. You know what? It's just a family, it's a spirit. You get together, you get the right group of people together, and the Penetrators is a band, and it's a 6 or 7 piece band. There's about 15 of us that interact. And it's just a free-flowing spirit of love and music, and it's inviting. Everyone wants to be involved with it, and we're so happy Johnny's involved with it. But it takes more than just playing music. There is a lot behind the scenes, and especially in promotion. You have to promote a band. You just won't go anywhere unless you have promotion. So our wonderful angel, our promoter, is here tonight. That's Linda Cunningham.
Come on up, Linda. Come on, Linda. Come on.
We are so thankful for that. We just love it. Thank you, Linda.
Linda, I see these guys' name all around. It must be you.
You don't want to talk about
You got one more.
One more. It's an honor to present Linda for helping us and do all that she does. Also, we moved up here, my family, about 4 years ago. We've been playing up here in Jamestown at the Rawhide or the Iron Door for 15, 20 years, but we moved up here about 4 years ago, got involved with karaoke and just having fun. Going out and singing with my granddaughter, go out and sing with somebody. And we met a young lady here in karaoke in Copperopolis, and we go out and see her play wherever we can. And she also fills in with us now. This is Abigail Castleberry.
Come on up, Abigail.
She's an amazing talent. She's traveled the world in karaoke competitions, and come out and see her at anywhere there's karaoke with Johnny Rossman or anybody else here in the area.
Yeah. Abigail, I've seen you sing, and I think you're phenomenal, and I really think that you deserve recognition for not only your talent, your voice and everything, but how you come across. I appreciate you.
I swear she will definitely touch your heart with her God-given gift, and I guarantee.
Rich Varrasso for doing
Richie Barron.
and a guy I wanted to play with for a long time right here on the saxophone.
Yeah! Ras Beeken Dan on the sax on it. You brought your ticket tonight.
Let me hear the smoking. Appreciate being here.
Dr. Tequila! Yeah! Back in Copperopolis tonight. I'm glad you're here with you. You too, Deborah.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah!
So fun about peace, love, and understanding. So fun about peace, love, and understanding. So fun about peace, love, and understanding.
Nothing.
I feel like slipping away, just makes me want to cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?